All right, so here we go. Last week we covered this. It was just a couple of days into the new year, and there was an image that leaked online of a massively mistransformed, just a car wreck of a mess of what we assumed was the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Leader Class Scourge Terracon. It was a mess. We couldn't tell anything about the robot mode, let alone the alt mode. Forget about it. There was nothing we could do. And that was that. But today, in the middle of the night, those same message boards that delivered that photo from Weibo in China posted a slew of new photos documenting every inch, every pose, every weapon, every detail, and more. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to break down everything like we do here on the Transformer Slag podcast and make sense of it. And it's a fantastic slew of images to really understand what's going on with our future Terracon character. So let's do that, shall we? A lot of cool stuff here to break down. So we're going to start with the robot mode. Now we got some clear images. And yes, indeed, it is a leader class. There is scaled photos here next to the Voyagers and other price points from past and present. And it is a leader class. This will be shipping with the leader class Optimus Primal Gorilla Rise of the Beast. So this will be the case brother that they will be together in Wave 1 of this concept of Rise of the Beast Studio Series. And he looks fantastic. I love the use of the translucent plastic. I love how this head sculpt looks. Everything looks really nice. But between the translucent plastic that's used in the head that's going to glow through and give it almost a very fallen, almost Tarn kind of look in a lot of ways, and even the translucent used in the chest, I like what they have here. It's very Unicronian in suggestion, just how he looks. I love it. Looks really good. The weapons that he comes with, now that we have a clearer look at it. So first we have the claw weapon, which was the spinning hand that we saw in the trailer. Looks really nice. Again, it's going to be articulated. It's going to probably be a good capture claw kind of thing, like we saw how it was used to hold down Bumblebee. We have his blade weapon here. That kind of looks like a dual blade kind of thing, very similar to what Sentinel Prime had in Dark of the Moon. So it's not like just something that we see that he looked originally kind of looked like it was part of his hand in the original images that we saw. And of course, the trailer might have suggested it a little bit, but we didn't see a lot from it, where he's impaling Bumblebee. So it's a separate weapon. Looks really good. I dig that too. Nice little extra addition there. And the third one here, which we still didn't understand the whole story, was the Buster weapon. So he has this little gun that it looks like his claw pieces, they fold down all the way, and then you could put a Buster hand over his hand. And then he has this almost little Bumblebee style, Mega Man style little Buster arm too for blasting and causing some trouble. So that looks awesome also. There's also a little bit of a way that it stores on the alt mode, but I'll get into that when we get into the alt mode. But I love the detail. It just looks really, really good. And the sizing is pretty decent. Again, it's what the modern leader class is today, which is slightly taller than a Voyager class. Again, stuff has been shrinking throughout the years, but that's just the reality of it. As long as they keep scale with the other Studio Series stuff, I don't have a problem with it, as long as the detail is really nice. And the paint apps on this look really good too. This is a quite exciting leader class. Now then, let's get into that alt mode, because the detail continues there. One of the things that I was curious about was that when we learned about Scourge all those months ago and saw all those filming photos, we saw all those Autobot, Decepticon, Wreckers, and then some Maximal emblems, everything on the front of his grill. And I was wondering if that would be transferred over into the veneering and the detail of the Studio Series toy. Like I said a week ago, it's a leader class. There's more budget to do that if they want with the surface detail. And happily, they have. The detail is there on the front grille of the alt mode, along with the faux chains. It looks fantastic how they pull this off. Again, using that translucent also in both the engine bay area and, of course, the windows itself leads to this very, again, fallen, Unicronian, demonic-looking kind of character. It's very the Fallen in design, despite the fact that at the same time it's a Scourge, Black Optimus Prime, Black Convoy kind of, suggestion, but with a little bit of a Tarn flavor to it too. I love what we have here. Nice mixture of things used in the movieverse. I mentioned that Buster weapon. It looks like the storage of it, how it works, is it's kind of a parts former. It breaks into two pieces and can be stored on the back of the vehicle mode. So that's, again, one way that it works. Again, the same thing with the storage with the other weapons on the underside. I think it looks fantastic. I'll be honest with you. I think it looks really, really good. I didn't know what to expect from this design and this figure and this character because we saw so little of it in the trailer and there was so little of it suggested otherwise through different media outlets. But the more I look at this, the more I'm like, this is like, again, if you were going to do some kind of movieverse version of Black Convoy, that RID Scourge, that Car Robots Black Convoy character, it adds to that. And because of his origins, and also adding that name recognition, because while Black Convoy was called Scourge in America, Scourge as a character previously in Transformers was a sweep associated with Unicron. So it's a nice merger of two ideas together because of his origins in this and everything. I really like this a lot. It looks really good. That very, Decepticon, Terrorcon kind of emblem head sculpt that gives a little bit of a Tarn vibe, and the use of the light piping to really sell that home, kind of like that cover from IDW. I like it a lot. I really do. And again, a lot of great photos showing the scale. It looks like he's going to be this big, imposing character that's going to be the in a lot of ways the final boss to beat in this movie outside of a certain someone else, but we'll get into that in the future. Looks really nice. I dig it. I really dig it a lot. And again, this is just going to be one of many images and many other figures that are going to be surfacing over the next couple of weeks, because there is a lot of stuff in the pipeline that is going to be showing up in terms of this. We already got pre-orders that are showing up. There's going to be stock images. There's going to be leaked images. There's a lot of stuff coming. We are now in 2023. We are now in the year of the Beast, and that's going to lead now to a lot of different Transformers Rise of the Beast and Beast Wars related product being shown to us. So this is very exciting. Let me know what you think. Are you excited about this one? I know that when these images initially dropped in the middle of the night, there was some skepticism from people. But again, it's very hard to make everyone happy in this fandom when it comes to the movieverse, because some people have a very hard and fast expectation of a one-for-one kind of G1 flavor and G1 style, while other people are more accepting to the fact, and I am too, that it's movieverse, it's a different continuity, it's a different look. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with the Marvel stuff, with the DC stuff, and just movie adaptations in general. And I like what they did here because it's something original, and I don't need to buy the same Black Convoy, Black Optimus Prime toy over and over. It's nice to always see something different. So let me know what you think. Pretty cool otherwise, and I guarantee, guys, we're going to be talking really soon about more of this stuff coming out.